Hello, fit and fun game players. This is Kyle Newton. I hope you're doing well. This is exciting to come to you with this next installment of our game update. And guys, the game has been rocking and rolling. Matter of fact, this morning, Belma on the conference line shared her great testimony. She literally had to slip and fall, hit her head, had to go to the doctor. Now, that's bad enough, but she said, you know what? I still feel great. Matter of fact, I had to move myself around and do a lot of things. And she said prior to the Fit and Fun game, I would have felt no telling how bad, but I moved myself around. I'm feeling good. Even though I got a little knock on the head, I tell you, she's attributing her recovery time and her feel-good time to the Fit and Fun game. And she also attributed it to having a hard head, which I very much sympathize and synergize with her. I have a very hard head as well. But guys, the pounds and inches are shedding. As we updated last week, we have lost a person already. 160 plus pounds, 260 plus inches, and guys, we're going to start seeing pounds and inches coming back onto the leaderboard and being added to the leaderboard starting today, Friday, and Saturday, as many of the players are getting their cleanse days for week 3 under their belt. And so we're going to see a lot of those players clocking in that are playing match 1. And of course, we've got Helgenberger and other teams playing other matches. And I know we have some teams really gearing up for the matches ahead. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Guys, we have been bridging up to this point on the daily calls over to the financial incentives conversation. And this was the exact timing that Kirk and I designed. We would spend the first 2 weeks spending time talking about the nutritional cleanse program, how to use it, getting people on the game, getting people entering their scores, and doing all of that. Matter of fact, many of you are, I'm getting text messages even while I'm on this webinar saying, hey, I'm catching the onboarding videos. I like them. Other people are saying, do I have to watch you every time I go to the scoreboard? And letting everybody know that those onboarding videos are there for your support and helping you bring new team members on. So we're ramping up for an influx of players coming on to the Fit and Fun game. We're going to see a lot of teams coming on next week and in the weeks ahead. And so we're getting everything ready for an influx of players. And guys, we're excited about the results that the Fit and Fun game is producing in the fitness arena. And our previous game updates have been a lot about the fitness part of the Fit and Fun game. Yet many of you may know that there's also a financial game involved. There's financial incentives available in playing the Fit and Fun game. And tonight I'm going to bring Ty Helgenberger back on with us. Ty has not only been with Isagenix and using the Isagenix nutritional system for 18 months, he's also, during his first few months of joining and building an Isagenix business, became part of one of Kirk and I's system called Core Cleansing. And Core Cleansing is a system that we use for those people who are really engaging in the financial incentives. Now, this was pre-Fit and Fun game. We're bringing a lot of the Core Cleansing game technology into this and really building a game around the financial incentives as well. But I'm going to have Ty come on here in just a few moments and share a little bit about his experience with the Core Cleansing system and the financial incentives game that we're going to have. Now, quick update, guys, when you go star consultant, meaning you lead a team of 5 players who all go consultant, you become a star lead player. If you watched the previous webinar about the financial incentives, you know there's 5 levels of play. There's just the player themselves, then there's an associate player, a consultant player, then there's a star lead player. When you become a star lead player, Isagenix is going to send you a little, number 1, they're going to send you a check. Number 2, they're going to, or a debit card preloaded with your commissions on there and your financial incentives. They're also going to send you a congratulations certificate, a nice pin, and a lot of other great material. One of the things they're going to send you is what they call the roadmap to success. And on tonight's webinar, we're going to be talking about the financial incentives game with the Fit and Fun game and really laying out a roadmap for you as well. On this roadmap, they started off with everyone becoming a consultant. That is, someone coming in and getting one person on their left and one person on their right, or literally getting 2 game players. From there, becoming a star consultant and getting 5, in our terminology, game players, and then executive, and on it goes. And they really give a lot of the numbers here of what an average income is. And they right here, if you're seeing on the back, they've done statistics across all of their different people that are using the Isagenix program, and actually those people that are actually doing it also to tap into the financial incentives, and they say, you know, the one-star golden circle, which is an executive lead player who has 10 cycles, the average yearly income, $43,000 and some change. A two-star golden circle, $83,000 and some change. A three-star golden circle, $150,000 a year and some change on average. A four-star golden circle, $225,000 and some change. Then you talk about the five-star golden circle, $466,000 on average. And then the six-star and above, anywhere between $800,000 and $1 million+ a year. Per year, average yearly income that's available. And literally there is a roadmap to lead you there. And the core cleansing system and the fit and fun game are going to be very key elements to you following this map. If you're interested in not only making a few $100s, but leveling up to hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, potentially millions, then you're going to want to plug into the fit and fun game and the financial incentives game that we're launching out. Starting Monday at 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, invitation only, you're going to be able to come onto a lead player, or what we call a shadow lead player call. These are for all the people that not only playing the game, but are leading a team or planning on leading a team. A shadow player is just that. A person who's planning on leading a team, who wants to get a jump start on learning the environment, learning the patterns of leading a team, so they're effective when they launch out their first team. And it's lead players that are going to really accelerate their journey along this map towards the financial incentives. So we have our 8 a.m. Central Standard Time call where we're going to continue to cover the fitness experience, the fitness game. And then at 7:30 a.m. starting this upcoming Monday, we're going to start a daily call, 30 minutes, for those who really want to accelerate the financial game. And in the weeks ahead, just like you have a scorecard tracking all of your fitness goals and all of your fitness points and your wellness points, you're literally going to have a game card that's going to help you track, win, and level up the financial incentives. And we're going to help paint a realistic map for you, no matter whether your goal is $5,000 a year, $10,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $1 million a year. We're going to paint out a game plan for you and design a game for you that's not only going to allow you to level up and shed pounds and inches, you're literally going to be able to level up and actually begin to increase your income. An interesting statistic that comes with this, and I've been in the direct sales industry for over a decade now, and this statistic rings true for every single direct sales or network marketing company. Matter of fact, it's what's called the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 principle, which is 20% of the people produce 80% of the results, and 80% of the people produce 20% of the results. That magic ratio plays out in direct sales and network marketing. As a matter of fact, Isagenix, in their 2010 analysis of all of their customers, all of their associates, all of their sales, said that 83% of the people were literally people that were customers of the product, just players in the game, people taking in the Isagenix nutritional system, leaving 17%, or roughly 20% of the people, who are actually engaging and earning anything substantial financially. And guys, you're those type of people who want to level up to that 20%. But most importantly, guys, it's the 83% that create the auto ships and bring in the income that is funding the financial incentives game. And here's a unique point. And Ty and I were having a conversation earlier about building his team out. And this is what I said. Game theory, which the Fit and Fun game is built on game dynamics and game theory. Game theory says that 80% of the population, your mom, your dad, your sister, your neighbor, your brother, your postman, whatever, 80% of the people out there are game players, people who like to play games. Only 20% of those people are what's called achievers. Those who really want to win the game and just, come to the top of a leaderboard, be at the top of an arcade game, or win in bunco, whatever that may be. Only 20% of the people play to really win. Well, we're seeing that reflected in the direct sales industry. 20% are playing the financial game. 80% are playing the fitness game, or taking the product. And what we're finding, and Ty and I were talking about this earlier, as we were talking about the game, he was saying it's amazing, not only Ty and Kathy's personal engagement with the cleanse and having one of their best cleanse ever because of the game, seeing how their new people and even existing cleansers are actually doing and putting the nutrients in their body and completing the program. And like we're already experiencing, there's people like Gina, who we had on a few weeks back, who didn't even really know what she was getting involved with. She was offered by Robert Ricciardelli to come play a game. She said, sure, I'll play a game with you, Robert. Just on that referral, she played a game. Yeah, I'll lob down 387. What is it? Oh, it's a health and wellness fitness game. He told her nothing else. And if you saw her video on Facebook, she's like, whoa, I got shakes. I got all this stuff. I had no idea I was going to be doing this intensive of a nutritional program. But she still did it anyway. She did it to such a degree, she put a video out there just being realistic. I got this kit, and Robert Ricciardelli brought it and told me I needed to play. I'm not sure I'm going to produce results. I'll let you guys know. Well, within hours, literally a day of posting that on her Facebook, she now has 2 players. She's now a consultant player. She's got 2 people joining her team who are going to start their match next week and who are going to engage in the 4-week overall health and wellness transformation. Does she know anything about direct sales? No. Does she know anything about the Isogenics compensation plan? No. Does she know anything really about why the nutritional system works? No. She simply made an offer to other people. Hey, if you want to join me on the game, join me. And because people like to play games, catch this, if you catch nothing else, 80% of the population just wants to relate to the product, play a game, have fun, and if all they have to do is invite other people to have fun and play a game, they'll do that. And I think we're going to see on the Fit and Fun game that ratio. I don't think it'll completely flip to 20-80, but I think we're going to see a good 50-50, maybe even a 60-40, meaning 60% of the people playing the Fit and Fun game ultimately level up into the financial incentives game and begin to make their way into the 20% of Isogenics that actually are playing the game for the money as well as the fitness results. And I think a lot of that's going to have to do with the financial incentives game that we're building. Now I'm going to bring Ty on here. Ty, I'm going to bring you on here and unmute your line here so people online and on the webinar can hear you. Ty, thanks for joining us.
Hey Kyle, how you doing?
I am doing wonderful, my friend. Thanks for joining us on tonight's game update. We've already gotten a ton of feedback on your and Kathy's last week update where you talked about the race to maintenance, your experience with the cleanse and the fitness program. You guys did an awesome job and really blessed a lot of people in really helping them understand the fitness incentives with the Fit and Fun game. So first of all, thank you for sharing with us last week.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for having us on.
You're welcome. Now tonight, Ty, you and I are going to focus on the financial incentives game, and you've got a little jump start on a lot of the other players on the Fit and Fun game. You've been involved in Isogenics for 18 months, and right there at the beginning, you got connected with Kirk Metz, and you also got connected with our system called Core Cleansing. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. We were introduced to Kirk Metz within, well, at the end of our first month. We were just simply product users and looking for, to change our health and feel better. And somebody introduced us to Kirk Metz and said, hey, this guy's been really successful, and you might want to talk to him. So yeah, that was 4 weeks into the program.
Wow, now that's phenomenal. Now, up to that point, you guys, this is exactly kind of where people are at. Many players are on their 3rd week of the program and are now looking to tap into the financial incentives. So when you were introduced to Kirk, someone introduced you to him saying, Kirk's got a system that may help you level up, as we now call it in game terminology, into the financial game. What happened over the subsequent 3 and 4 months with your financial part of your Isogenics business?
Well, a lot happened. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I remember sitting down with Kirk and talking to him about a system, and he kind of, I have this system, I have this great system of working, and it's one it's duplicatable and that anybody can do, and we're having great success with this. So we were introduced to the core system, and to put it in I guess in a nutshell, we were able to go to the level of Crystal Exec by the first part of December in 3.5 months.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, that was exciting, and it was a whirlwind, and we didn't know what we were doing except for what Kirk showed us, and we just did what he told us to do and followed that system.
That's beautiful. In the same token, people are kind of following the nutritional program. Let's go back to Gina Paris. She's saying, hey, I've got this kit. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea whether it's going to produce results. Hey, if anybody wants to join me, and people are joining her team. You were doing the same thing on kind of the financial game using the core system. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the core system, but you simply started in learning the scripts, learning how to talk to people, learning how to do three-way calls, basically learning how to introduce them to Isagenix. Is that correct?
That's correct. Just like you were saying with Gina, with not really understanding the products, we didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to introduce people to what do I say to somebody? What's the first, we're just starting. We're brand new, and that was the key. Kirk said, keep it simple. There's some things you can do for that, to get people to enroll, and there's a connecting process that we use, or connecting system, and so we learned that. We practiced that. We did three-way calls, and we had Kirk on the phone with us. We had people helping us out, but really what it was yeah, there were some simple steps that are easy to do, and you don't have to be an expert. And that was what Kirk really enforced from the beginning is, you know what, in 2 weeks you'll have this down. And he was right. You just jump in and use the tools that the core system provides, and it makes it very simple, and there's a lot of support. The neat thing is there's just as much support for this system as there is as everybody's seeing in the game right now. It's the same idea. And what's neat for us is to be able to see the same thing as far as the products. I think that the systematic approach that we're using with the game on the products is making it so much easier for people to have the best results possible. And that's what everybody's after.
Well, I love that part, and that really key in on that part right there, Ty, when you talk about the game has really empowered people to have phenomenal results with the cleansing technology because of the game, because it's systemically getting them into a process of waking up, taking the ionics, then taking your cleanse, taking one or two accelerators, then taking your shake, and then eating your meal, taking a few snacks in between if you need to, and kind of getting into an overall health and wellness rhythm. What I hear you saying is
Right.
once you were introduced to Kirk, he got you into a rhythm of bringing the financial nutrients into your body, connecting with your team, how to make an invitation, how to connect with people, how to do an enrollment call. And you literally just kind of got on a daily call and began to practice those skills. Even though he was fully clear with you, you don't need to be an expert. There was literally a systemic process of learning, then doing, and then being coached to even do it better the next time, right? Is that kind of how the core process broke down for you?
Exactly. Yeah, at that time we were getting on calls with Kirk on a daily basis during the week, and going through that process, and he would listen to my presentation. What would I say? He would critique it. I would critique it. We were doing trainings at that time. We had 3 or 4 or 5 people that we brought in very early, and they're learning that system, and so we were doing practice with them and listening to them and helping on calls and supporting each other, whether it was an enrollment call or whether it was launching a new person on the products, or coaching a person as far as having issues with a product, or all those steps. So it was definitely, again, we didn't have the game environment at that time, but we definitely had the team environment and that support.
That's powerful. And you know what? I'm bringing out the chart even as you're talking here, this same roadmap that I was talking about earlier on the financial incentives. And you're saying you guys went executive within your first 4 months. The average
Correct.
time to go executive, do you know what that is, Ty, in Isagenix? The average time to go executive is 21 months, almost 2 years. It normally takes people to go executive. With the core system, you are able to produce that result in a fraction of the time because you had a systemic environment. Now, here's what's exciting, Ty, and you and I were talking about this a little bit earlier before even coming on the webinar, and that's simply this. Guys, in the weeks ahead, you're going to have a scorecard very similar to your game scorecard, where you're checking off each day those financial incentive nutrients in your body. Did you make the morning call? Did you practice your script? Did you do these types of things that empower you to share your story, both your fitness story and or your financial story, with others? And then how to help your teams do the same. And by leveling up, guys, and Isagenix has done a phenomenal job, we literally can build a roadmap. We can tell you, and this is a key terminology in Kirk's system, how much, how fast. We're going to determine how fast do you want to go to one of these destinations on the map. How fast do you want to make it the star consultant and be a star lead player? How fast do you want to go to executive consultant and be an executive lead player? Ty and Kathy, in the first month, they kind of got oriented to the product, but in 3 months, they went executive, meaning in Fit Fun Game language, running 2 teams of 5 consultants made them an executive, and then there's all these level ups beyond that. In the game, we're going to help you create a strategic roadmap for yourself, and then a daily action plan. Just like daily you're putting these nutrients into your body, we're going to help you create a game board that creates a daily action plan for you, so that you can be doing the steps necessary to actually enjoy the process and produce the results. And so, Ty, you know, in conclusion there, anything you want to share on your experience with the core cleansing system, and you know, what impact it made on you and your team members as well?
Yeah, Kyle, I think probably the biggest thing is, I mean, I think it would be one thing, like you said, to take someone that was an amazing salesperson and had those, there are people out there like that, that have those skills. And I don't think it would matter what they did, they would probably be successful at this. But we're regular people. Kathy and I are about as unsales people as they come. And the people that we're working with are in that same category. Most of the people are. I mean, when you get a great salesperson, great, run with them, let them go with it. But like you said, 80% of them fall into our category. And we would love to learn how to have the confidence to share the products and share this, because we all want to help other people feel as wonderful as we are. And this just, I think the core system gives you some tools to do it very easily, and without feeling like you're selling something, without feeling like you need to go to some school to learn how to do it. So that's what I like about it, and I'm really excited to see how it fits in with the game.
Well, Ty, thank you so much for taking your time and being part of this webinar. You and
Yeah.
Kathy are such great leaders in Isogenics, and I'm so glad to be working with you guys. You're quality people and quality leaders. I don't consider you average. You may have started that way, but in the past 18 months, you guys have definitely leveled up. So congratulations on immersing yourself in this environment and becoming all that you can be. So thank you for that, sincerely.
No, thank you. This is exciting.
All right. Well, have a great evening. Until Kathy, I said hi. No collusion over there. All right. I don't want you
No monkey bread.
No monkey bread. Don't be messing around with
You
Kathy
bet.
now. She's on my team now. You be careful over there. All right, Ty. Thank you so much, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Guys, we're so excited about the Fit and Fun game and the results that it is producing and the lives that it is literally changing. And really that's the case. It is changing lives. It's empowering people to do things they've never done before. And so what we want to do, we're going to do a little quick game update here. I'm going to bring this up on the screen as we're talking here. Log in. We're going to go take a look at the leaderboard. And if you happen to be on this webinar and want to see a little bit clearer view of the leaderboard, then simply log into your fitfungame.net website and you can go to the game tab, then click on the leaderboard, and you'll be right over there to see how the scores are stacking up. Guys, it has been hot out there. Now, good news, Robert Ricciardelli is not making such a squeal this week about the leaderboard placement. I do believe the FBI investigation has kind of calmed him down a little bit, while still only being at that number 2 position. He's definitely not calling me and complaining about his position on the leaderboard, which is good. So let's take a look at that. In position number 1 is Deb Schweer's team, the Inner Fire team. These guys are awesome. They are tearing it up there. 2 players, 2,100 points, 15 days in the game, and guys, they're already 15.9 days entered. That means they're already entering their points real time today. They're getting close to the end of the day, getting their scores entered in. Great job, Deb, on really leading your team up there. And then, of course, Robert Ricciardelli, CZ, and Fit Tribe coming in at a close second. 5 players, 2,037 points. Man, you guys only need 60 or so points. Get in there. You can earn those points. I know you guys are doing weekend calls and all kinds of things to bump up your point ratio. So good job on that, and congratulations on stepping into that. 15 days 15 days entered and really rocking. We got Hillary Sims and the Accelerators. They are tearing it up over there. 15.5 days entered, 1,995 points. We've got one of my teams, the Fit and Fun Tribe, coming in at 4th, 1,810 points. 14.7 days entered. We've got to really bring it up there. We got some people not getting all their scores entered in. We've got the Isogenics Rockstars coming in at 5th with 1,801 points, 14.9 days entered. And then Terry Werner's We Win Tribe, 1,593 points, 13 days entered. We need to send them a lifeline. Come on, Terry, we got to send you guys a lifeline. 13 days entered, 15 days in. I'm going to have to come over there and get you. I'm driving to Dallas tomorrow. You live over in Mesquite, Texas, close to Dallas. I might have to do a drive-by shooting, Terry, and get you motivated to get those scores entered in there, because we want to make sure you make it to the top. Guys, I am so excited about this week and what's going to happen in the weeks ahead as we really unpack for you the financial incentives game. Now, let me be clear. If you're here for the fitness results, keep moving forward. I'm on day 1 of my second back-to-back cleanse day. Tomorrow will be day 2. I feel great. I look great. My energy's up. Matter of fact, this second rounds of cleanse is much easier than even the first one was. And the first one wasn't even hard. And so, guys, things are rocking and rolling and happening, and I'm really enjoying it. And yet, make sure you don't lose your focus. Don't, finish strong. This is one of these things. I'm going to be doing some touch base with teams tomorrow, making sure these scores get entered in, because we want to finish strong. This game has started off strong. We want to see it finish strong. And the real rock stars are really setting a precedent here. These guys, 981 points, 8 days into the game. And guys, they're going to be able to compare their scores against match ones. As they come up the leaderboard, they'll rise on up and surpass some of these other matches. So Ty is competing against Kathy. Once our game completes and they finish their 2 weeks, we'll see how the teams stack up. And so competition is going well. The fitness game is going well. The results and testimonies are pouring in, which is exciting. And now in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be talking to you and sharing with you strategies on, just like what Gina did, very simply inviting people to join the game and participate with you. Or for those who really want to accelerate their financial incentives game, the 7:30 call will be for you. We're going to start unpacking some of the other tools and games available. A lot of what Ty and I talked about this evening that's available in the financial incentive game. Guys, we have a very systemic process. You guys know that Kirk Metz, one of the co-founders of the system, actually is an E-Myth certified consultant. And those who don't know what E-Myth is, that's the entrepreneurial myth. Michael Gerber's best-selling book, 6 million books worldwide, one of the best-selling business books of all time. And he talks about creating a system-centered business versus a personality-centered business. And even on our call last week with Ty and Kathy, and now the call tonight with Ty, what are we talking about? The Fit and Fun game is a system. And it's a system that's producing results. And it's producing results because it's fun. It's fun to come out and compete and play and engage with others. And yet it's producing humongous, unprecedented results across all different types of people in their overall health and wellness. As we unpack the financial game, if anybody wants to make a little extra money, maybe even a lot of money, maybe even a fortune, then you're going to want to plug into the financial incentives game as well and play that game, because it's just as fun. Matter of fact, it's sometimes even more fun, because when you get that little yellow Isogenics card in the mail and it comes loaded with $100 or maybe $1,000 or maybe $10,000 on it, let me tell you, you're going to be happy to swipe that through the cash register or swipe that at the clothing store or wherever you're buying and selling, because guys, you can really rack up some very powerful financial incentives in playing the Fit and Fun game, all while helping people transform their overall health and wellness. Could it get any better than that? If it wasn't already so much fun to be playing and helping others participate in an overall 4-week health and wellness transformation, how much more, in addition to that, is it going to be fun and powerful to help people transform their financial lives as well? And that's what we're about to step into. So guys, thank you for being part of this game update webinar. Our next one will be next Monday, and excited to see and update all the pounds and inches that are shedding off in this next round of cleanse days. In about 30 minutes, I'm going to be doing another webinar about for the coaches and consultants. You may want to attend that as well. And I'm actually going to be unpacking all the elements behind the financial incentives game. So if you want to get a sneak peek of the weeks ahead, then come back to this webinar in about 30 minutes and you'll see that as well, where I begin to unpack the tripod system and the 5 phases of the tripod system that are really going to accelerate your financial incentives. So I look forward to seeing you on the leaderboard soon. Stay in contact, use the new social media tools, contact your team, stay in touch with them, and we look forward to seeing you at the top of the leaderboard soon. Have a great evening.